Tuesday morning, 4th of March 2008, watching the sunrise over the Ionian Sea, a part of the Mediterranean. Throughout history, and probably for thousands of years before that, people have been landing on these beaches. Several hundred years before Christ, when myth and legend were reluctantly giving way to history, colonists from Greece arrived and Calabria became part of the Hellenic world. Odysseus travelled around here. Pythagoras lived and worked here. The Romans took over, and after the fall of Rome, the area became part of the Byzantine, i.e. Greek, world again. The Eastern Greek Orthodox Church remained influential for years, and the Rite of Rome is not yet universal, I understand. Now then, could this be... no, perhaps we'd better not get involved in that. We are here at Soverato, and we must have the car back to Lamezia Terme Airport by this evening, preferably before dark. But there are all sorts of things we want to see down here. Just to mention a few, we've got St. Bruno here, patron saint of pipe smokers. We've got Stilo, Rochella Ionica. We've got Gerace, which we must see. Got the whole of this Aspromonte area. That's not to mention Bova and the other one that Italian gentleman advised me to go to. But what we're going to have to do is firstly abandon Squillace and make our way down the coast road to Locri, and then up to Gerace, and then assess the situation. Right, this is the main road south on this coast. Calabria continued to experience raids throughout the centuries, and we have seen how the inhabitants built their towns away from the coast and on defensible hill locations. A classic case is Gerace, which was set up when Locri was devastated. Now I'm just looking at this up on the right here on top of the hill, which is probably Gerace where we're hoping to go, because we turn right at Locri for that. Now we're still on the main road south, think on, going through this town, which I'm not sure whether it's Locri or maybe this is Locri coming up. Yes, this is Locri, with another important Greek site nearby, and Gerace just up the hill, our next destination. But let's have a wander around here first, have a look in the church. I'm not sure what you would call this type of decoration, but I found it quite interesting. Perhaps someone could tell me something about it. The Greek colony at Locris, founded sometime in the 7th century BC, was responsible for the first written code of law throughout the Hellenic world. In the second half of the 6th century BC, 10,000 Locrians, assisted by Castor and Pollux, defeated 130,000 Crotonians in battle. And we're now on our way to Gerace. In the 7th century AD, the Saracens devastated Locri, and the survivors fled to found Gerace on the hilltop. This impregnable site was later occupied and strengthened by the Normans. We're now winding our way up to the top of the hill, sometimes driving along platforms which are sort of pinned to the side of the hill. and we're arriving here on the top floor. Two cats just shot out of there. Well, I think I'm at the top now. I hope this railing I'm hanging on to is fairly secure. In the 10th century, compatriots of William the Bastard arrived in southern Italy, and in what we must concede was a great achievement, built a nation, if we may use that modern term, encompassing southern Italy and Sicily. They achieved this and left behind so much in terms of buildings, churches, castles, monasteries, etc. in such a short period of time. Quite a good view from up here. You'd certainly be able to keep your eyes on the peasants. The Norman line died out, and this area was subsequently ruled by the Holy Roman Empire, the Angevins and the Aragonese. In the last few centuries, up to Italian unification, this area was in effect a Spanish colony, possession or region. Well, it looks fairly impregnable to me. I feel quite dizzy stood up here. Actually, I'm quite reluctant to leave up here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, it's sunny and warm, but I suppose I've got to press on to see other things. Like here somewhere, supposed to be the biggest cathedral in Calabria. And to see that, we need to go down at least one story.